Hello, you're watching my YouTube channel. I'm your host, Kamran Aisha. Today, I've invited a guest to my vlog, and I'm going to discuss her life, her visions, her goals, and most importantly, her field. Hi, and welcome. We are delighted to have Just Bia cover here today. Just Bia, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hi everyone, this is Jasbia Kabil and thank you Kamran for inviting me for this interview. I'm really humble. Thank you so much.
Okay, but to start this interview properly, Just Bia, could you please tell us what inspired you to pursue a career as public health enthusiast, innovator manager, and perhaps share a bit about your journey, definitely leading up to your current role. Over to you.
Okay, so basically I was a science student since my bachpan, right? And I was a pre-medical student and I gave MTCAT. Basically, I used to live in Peshawar back in 2022 and all that stuff. So before COVID, I was in Peshawar. So I was a pre-medical student. I moved to Islamabad and I gave like MTCAT and I got past the test, but due to my domicile was of KPK, then I dropped the plan of, medical. I was a fan of science, but I came to know about public health field. I did some research on that, and I was like, okay, ठीक है, medical को drop करते हैं, and just go towards the public health. So I did research on that. It was related to my field. It was something which you can आप researches करते हो उसके ऊपर. So it was close to my heart as well. Plus, it was directly affiliated with the United Nations and UNICEF, which was like a brownie point for me. So yeah, this is the one of the most things that inspired me for going towards or opting like public health field as my future career. And the Pakistan Wellness Community is basically an initiative by myself and by my colleagues. It is just like a startup business. So we are working on that. It's not fully established, but we are working on that.
That's great. That's great. And it makes sense as well. But tell
Yeah.
us what people don't know about you.
People know don't know anything about me. What should I tell them in just 30 minutes interview?
Okay, you are a kind-hearted person, I guess.
I hope so.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Okay, you are a female and you live in Pakistan. So there was a lot of problems I have to face when we talk about the women empowerment, when we talk about the women who are working in the society. I hope you are getting my point. So there are a lot of issues of harassment. There are a lot of issues of domination problem as well. There are a lot of men-free society. So how do you handle these kind of things if you find yourself in this? If you
Okay, so
ever find
basically,
yourself.
yeah, basically I'm from a well-educated family,
Mhm.
and my father like he's like, if you want to do something, do it. He doesn't stop me from doing anything. तभी I don't feel like कि मुझे मुश्किल हो रही है किसी चीज को करने में, या there's nothing a boundary you can say. I'm like I'm free like a bird, you can say. Okay, so for me, I haven't experienced cases such like that. No harassment
That's great.
cases,
It's a
nothing like
blessing
that.
for you.
But yeah, yeah. But I'm not in favor of feminism. Yeah, I'm not in favor of feminism.
So
My
what you are
POV
talking
on that,
about?
on feminism, I will let you know. Like
Okay.
I'll like make a sequence, make.
Mhm.
Yes, okay. So when it comes to harassing and women empowerment, male say that it's like feminism or something like that. Okay? But I'm not in favor of feminism. My POV on feminism is that if a female wants to do a job, to have a same salary and all that stuff, so
Mhm.
वुमेन की जो मेन पीओवी है ना, वो ये आ जाती है कि वी आर बेटर देन या वी आर इक्वल टू मेल,
Mhm.
नॉट फीमेल.
Mhm.
एंड दिस ट्रिगर male, that why are we the women and all that stuff. ठीक है, there's two thing I want to clear this मतलब this thing out is female को मैं ये कहूंगी कि you cannot be equal. You cannot be equal. You are built differently, biologically, physically. You are built differently. And for male, आपका comparison बनता ही नहीं है औरतों से, क्यों कर रहे हो?
They are
Like
not
that
willing
is
to
the thing.
accept this kind of
हम लोग
argument from your side. Sounds
sorry, what?
like, but they don't willing to accept your point point of view as well. I'm talking about the majority level, and it's a dilemma of the society because I'm not talking about the females only. I'm talking about the men as well. They like to dominate on the women, and they think that they have the power. Who said? Who has given you the power?
They like over the government.
I'm talking about the society dilemmas. Then we talk about the government scenario as well. You can see government play a very important role in the society. They definitely make policies, but as a Pakistani, as a human being, some of the responsibility we have to take that. We have to own that. This is our responsibility not to do the things in that direction, right? So we actually play a blame game on the government side. Government have to make the policies. Government have to take actions on it, right? So how do you see that?
I feel like people want to I sense that every individual wants to dominate nowadays. Kyun? Because they are deep down insecure that they are not better than anyone else. Right?
Right.
So they want to they want suna jaye, hum jo bole wo. I always recommend my colleagues, my fellows, even the people I study with. I always say that inspire, take inspiration from someone, but do not depend on them, because that's the root cause of you dominating them, and that is the root cause of all of the cases जो कि आ रहे हैं कि यार फीमेल और मेल के बीच में अब जमाना ऐसा आ गया कि जहां पर हम ये नहीं कह सकते हैं कि लड़के साइड पे हो जाओ, हमें लड़कियों से बात करनी है, गर्ल्स टॉक नहीं है, अब सबको सब कुछ पता है, राइट? So keeping in view that condition, I would recommend every individual to work on themselves. Like अब मैं अपने जो बड़े हैं उनको ये तो नहीं कह सकती कि आप खुद को change करें. They are aged. They are not Gen Z, but to Gen Z they are smart enough. They are smart enough to deal all of the things. So my message for them is work on your work on your self development, and this will lead to this will lead to minimizing empowering category, empowering women, empowering male. This will vanish this stigma, or you can say the virtual fight going on in our society.
Sounds great. Sounds good, Jasmine. Okay, let's move on. What are some of the most impactful public health initiatives you've been involved with at BUIC, and how did you contribute to their success?
Okay, so during my time at university, I had the opportunity to organize this one big event, which was it was breast awareness throughout the campus. I named it as a Pink Ribbon Youth Week. So it was a very huge event for me. I was leading that event. I leaded the volunteers in organizing events, creating social media content for them. I was handling the finance department, and one of the best thing is that it was a collaboration with Pink Ribbon Hospital in Lahore, and we collected around 4 lakh in just 3 days. That was a huge thing for us. Another initiative was the wellness in Pakistan. I collaborated with the Pehli Kiran schools at Islamabad, and which aimed at promoting the importance of vaccination and immunization for children under age 1 and pregnant women. And it was a project that was affiliated with the United Nations. So it was like a wonderful project for me.
Are you satisfied what you are right now?
Yes, I am satisfied. I am satisfied. I'm working on. In fact, I recently got a job at one of the hospitals in Rawalpindi, and I'm handling the quality insurance department, and I'm satisfied. I just got recent call that we hired you, and I was like, okay, I'll join ASAP.
That's great. Okay, as an innovative manager at Pakistan Wellness.
So
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
You are audible.
Okay. As an innovative manager at Pakistan Wellness, what strategies have you implemented to promote wellness, and how do you measure their effectiveness?
Okay, so as an innovative manager at Pakistan Wellness, I have implemented several strategies to promote wellness, including including personal assistance.
Mm,
I introduced a tailored plan to help individuals set achieve their wellness goals. Okay, I would like to add, I haven't added this category, but I would like to add the gamification and incentives. Like
mm,
I would like to design a reward system to encourage builds in a friendly competition.
okay.
Next strategy I applied was mindful and regularness, like keeping a check on the activity of every individual in my community. So yeah, I'm working on that.
Mm,
However, and partnerships play a crucial role, and I'm working on that as well. Recently, I got a relation with
mm,
CDA Pakistan. That's it. Oh, yes,
mm. What do you do for fun?
that's from this. I am an adventurous kind of person. I
Mm,
love traveling.
okay.
I love
Where have you been? You love too much.
uh, out of country.
Out of country. Have you ever been to any other country?
Out of country.
Yeah.
Uh, I've been to Switzerland, Malaysia. I've been
Mm,
to Dubai. So yeah, enjoyed a lot.
okay. And did you ever think early that one day you will have all this, the job, the communication skills, the confidence, and you are a traveler as well?
No, I never thought that I would be this much confident in my future or something like that, because I used to be that child who was like, always scolded by their, like, elders, that tum hi nahi kar sakti, tum ye nahi kar sakti. Actually, I am the eldest sister. I'm the
Mm,
eldest sister, and they are like, बड़ी हो तुम ये करोगी तुम वो करोगी, you have to be responsible and all that stuff. But alhamdulillah, I am responsible, I am doing a great job.
mm,
But like, keeping all that stuff in mind, that तुम नहीं कर सकोगी, तुम ये हो तुम वो हो. So yeah, that thing pushed me to another level. That thing pushed me forward to take a step for yourself and introduce your new self to them.
mm.
So yeah,
Okay,
this
great.
play a very
Sounds good. Okay, how do you balance your work as a public health enthusiast, manager, and freelance writer? What time management techniques do you use to find most effective?
Okay, so there are several categories which you need to, like, consider in order to balance your, like, field and your personal life as well, and the other things as well.
Okay, first
Goal
of all,
setting is the number one.
do you believe in time management?
Yes, I do. I do.
Because people
I feel like
okay, carry on.
I feel अगर आपको कोई काम करना है तो you have to, like, set a specific time for that thing. होता है तो ठीक है, नहीं होता, move on, next task. You
Mm,
cannot risk your task just because you are not, like, capable of doing it on the right time.
mm.
So yeah.
Okay, you were
But
talking
for
about the time management or the goal setting.
Yeah, okay. So the first category I would recommend is goal setting. I set, like, clear, achievable goals, right? Next, the most important thing is scheduling. I use a calendar. I use notice board in front of my study table, and yeah, this helps me like a lot. Then the most specific and third category I would like to mention is time blocking. This is something very interesting. I allocate specific times for tasks, like 2 hours for this task, 3 hours for this task, and all that stuff. Like writing, meetings, and focused works, minimizing multitasking. So yeah, this is, like, very, very beneficial for, like, maintaining a balance life at different jobs, at different, like, personal things. Yeah, it really helps you a lot.
I will have to learn these things from your side because I am not consistent in life.
You
Whether
are not you are not the only one asking me कि I want to learn this from you. I was like, okay, ठीक है, पैसे लगते हैं, ऐसे मुफ्त में नहीं दूँ.
yeah, that's great. But I am a keen observer, so I'm observing you, and I will learn a lot of new things from your side, inshallah, through this interview.
Inshallah, inshallah.
Okay, do you ever think that you have a positive soul?
Sorry, what? You aren't audible.
Do you ever think about yourself that you have a positive soul?
Yeah, I am positive. I am 10 by 10 positive,
Hmm.
all the time positive. I don't let negativity come to me. I'm like, shoo shoo.
Well, well then. Okay, and how do you get motivated? Because you're a very motivated person. I'm taking your interview, but it seems to me that I'm enjoying this, and your personality reflects me that you are a very motivated person. Because
Yes, I am.
a person cannot be motivated 24/7, right? So
Yes.
the thing I am
I would
observing
say
from your personality that you are the motivated one. How?
I I am energetic 24/7. But that doesn't mean that मैं थकती नहीं हूँ. I do take breaks. I do take breaks. Like मेरा balancing नहीं है basically. I'm having contrast. Like अगर मैं मेहनत करूँगी ना, I'll do like मेहनत to the fullest. अगर मुझे rest करना है ना, मैं उसी के opposite जाके rest करूँगी और कोई काम नहीं करूँगी उस दिन. Like I want to like take a break. तो ये चीज है कि motivated and consistent रहना is very important. But what motivates me to stay motivated is their disrespect. Like जो personally revenge लेने का मेरा है ना जज्बा अंदर की कुछ लोगों से लेना है. So yeah, that is keeping me motivated. And I'm extrovert like childhood. This comes from my dad's side.
I'm an extrovert as well, but I am not motivated like you. But now I'll try in my life to get motivated from you, from this interview as well. When I
Take inspiration.
when I get disappointed, I will watch this interview again and again, and it will help me to motivate myself. Anyways, I want to talk about something. The thing is that how has your experience as a freelance writer influenced your approach to public health communication? And what topics do you most enjoy writing about?
Okay, so it has taught me to simplify complex, like break down the complexity. Okay, let it be health information or anything else related to my or related to freelancing thingy. Crafting compelling narratives, tailoring messages, meet deadlines on the time. Okay, engage with various stockholders. And the things I most enjoy liking about is health equity. Again, empowering society as a whole, not empowering women or men. And personal stories of resilience and all that stuff. I really enjoy studying and writing about that specific thing. And I also love reading about United Nations as well. They're like up to date news. They're like criteria for internships and all that stuff. I really enjoy doing that stuff 24/7. So I I got knowledge regarding that.
Hmm. Okay. And how do you deal with those you don't like? So
Ignore
very
it.
important question. Ignoring?
Ignore it. Like if they are important for you, you should talk to them. But I feel like in order to live a happy life, you should forget things. You should like go with the flow. Just lightly take things like those negative things out from your life. So yeah, I'm that kind of human. If I'm talking right now and you are okay with me, I'm like okay, cool. But if you are not talking to me right now, I'll be like okay, next person, please.
Now I can feel the pain because I didn't get any text from your side within these days. Okay, let's
I
move
was
on.
busy with that.
Okay, as a CV specialist, what common mistakes do you see people make on their resume? And how do you help them improve their chances in competitive job markets? And you have gone through my CV as well.
Yeah.
I know
Okay,
there
so
are a lot of mistakes because I don't know how to make a best resume for that. I participated in different companies for an interview. I got rejected.
basically one of the things that people do is poor formatting. Like sequence नहीं होता. Okay. Gap. If you even if you are making your CV through an online website or document to Word है हमारे पास MS Word है. So उसमें ना you guys this के you guys leave space like a lot बीच में. So that is like minus point. फिर typos and errors बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं, ineffective summaries. Like I recommend to keep your CV to only one page. ठीक है? थोड़ी
Only
सी
one
brief
page.
discussion. Oh, yeah, one page. I recommend to everyone who is watching this right now is that if you are a media student, for instance, like Kamran, you are a media student since like you mass communication student and all that stuff. So if you're a media student and if you want to go and apply for a news anchoring job, so keep your CV in such a way that will attract them. Like I wouldn't suggest ke keep your CV like picture cartoons bana lo, designs bana lo and all that stuff, but थोड़े से कलर्स लाओ बीच में, मतलब मोटिवेट हो, आइडियाज दो बीच में. अब जैसे फॉर इंस्टेंस अगर आप न्यूज के हो ना, न्यूज एंकरिंग के स्टूडेंट, अगर आप मीडिया के स्टूडेंट हो, तो आप जो हो कलर्स बैकग्राउंड में सीवी के ऐसे यूज करो कि जब वो आपकी सीवी देखे ना तो दे आर लाइक ओके, that is the like media student and he is motivated and all that.
There is an other dilemma, just we are in a society. Actually, we have 50 rupees in our pockets. We go to the market and tell them, make a CV and give me a photocopy of the CV. We got that CV. We go to the company and submit that CV. Because we never think like that. CV matters a lot. I don't know why.
No, it's actually that I am a Gen Z, like मैं Gen Z की लड़की हूँ, so I'm not millennial, I'm not in 90s, I'm like 20s में मैं पैदा हुई हूँ. So basically it's like कि जो CV है ना आजकल true matter नहीं करती, बिल्कुल भी matter नहीं करती. It's just like a formality.
It's just like an entry in the office.
You have to have communication.
It's a pass to enter the office, right? CV is just a pass to enter in the office for an interview, right?
Yeah, it's just a formality. You have to have a good communication skills. आजकल के ज़माने में good communication skills is all that you got. Nothing else. Experience matter करता है और सब कुछ matter करता है, and उसके अलावा और कुछ. I have a lack of communication skills as well. When I think about myself and what areas I have to improve, so there are a lot of flaws in my life. In your CV? Yeah, in my personality, not in the CV. Oh, sorry. Okay. For a PTV news anchor, like you were PTV news anchor, as you told me. So I will recommend you should be thoda bahut energetic. Thoda bahut energetic. You are extrovert. You can communicate with everyone, and all that stuff. But you should like. I recommend you to at least apply for Dawn or Hub News. At least. Okay, let's see what is going to happen in the future. Okay, just one serious question. On a serious note, what is maturity? What is maturity? Because I wanted to think when I have decided to take your interview, to record your interview, so I decided I will ask this question from you. What is maturity? I don't think so. I can meet your expectations in these terms. Like मेरी definition की maturity, maturity की definition is very opposite in terms of जो कि intellectual बंदे यहाँ पे बैठे हैं. So I'm basically a practical human. I'm a very, very, very practical human. I am intellectual, but I'm like practical. I'm more practical. So I always think that in order to live your life mature in as a mature person, you have to keep yourself active. You have to satisfy your needs and all the time. Like अगर मैं यहाँ बैठी हूँ, I'm doing work. ये interview खत्म होगा ना, if I want कि मैं ice cream खाऊँ, I'll go. I'll eat ice cream, right? अब मैं ये नहीं कहूँगी कि oh I'm mature, why I'm eating ice cream, I am a woman now, I am like doing job and all that stuff. So I'm like, you are mature, right? You are. But in order to live a mature life, you have to keep your inner child alive all the time. But so, just be a maturity deals with limitations. Do you put limitations on you? किस तरह की limitations? I mean, if I talk about the men or the female limitation, there are a lot of people who are engaging with us, who are in a relation with us, like a friend, like a colleague. So if we put limitations on us, so it will help us a lot. After you you shouldn't compare your relation with your colleagues. Like, I believe that in the office environment, in professional environment, you have to keep with your colleagues very formal. I recommend to everyone who is watching this right now, I'll say, आप जब भी कहीं professional environment में जाओ ना, आपने friendships नहीं करनी वहाँ पे, colleagues के साथ बिल्कुल भी friendships नहीं करनी, ठीक है? Friendships के लिए and all that stuff जिनके साथ आप relation रख सकते हो, you got other people as well from your, like, you know, out of from your professional life, right? So for me, limitations की जहाँ तक बात है, yes, I do keep limitations with those जो जिनके साथ अगर मैं करूं, मुझे एनर्जी वापस वैसी बैक उस तरह ना मिल रही हो, सो आई जस्ट लाइक यू नो कीप फुल स्टॉप ऑन दैट. मेरे पास दोबारा आके मुझसे कोई बात करते हैं, I'll respond them to them very nicely.
And one last question.
I'll be vigilant. I'll create a.
Before I let you go, can I ask you a quick question? It's the last one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what's the meaning of your name, Jazbia?
The meaning of my name is captivating beauty.
Okay, that's great. Okay, Jazbia, thank you so much for joining us today. It was wonderful having you here and learning from your experiences, definitely. But before I wrap up, is there anything you would like to share with our audience or any message you would like to leave them with?
To all the motivated youth out there, and if you're feeling like you cannot do it, you can do it. And like, you know, this small tip I would like to give you, that is कि self-motivated videos देखा करो हमेशा, ठीक है? Believe in yourself. Don't let anyone know you that you cannot do it, because you can do it. You are capable enough. People tell you that you cannot do it because they are intimidated by your strength, right? So yeah, self-development पे काम करना, बस कामयाब हो जाओगे.
All right, and any message or any suggestion for me?
For you? Yeah, you are doing a great job. For you.
Okay, it's enough, right? Only a one sentence, you are doing a great job. I was assuming that you will tell me a lot of things that you have to overcome on this point. You have to think like this way, you know, Kamran. When I reviewed your CV, there were a lot of mistakes there. You have to improve your CV and personality communication skills as well. As you told me that I have to join Hum News in this recorded interview, right? So I'm taking that seriously, you know.
No, you should. And the thing is that I would like to recommend is do apply for Dawn and Hum News. You got enough experience. But PTV anchoring, and for me, one of my, like, you know, friends also suggested me to go for news anchoring for PTV. But I dropped that plan because I was a science student since my childhood. So I was of the view that but communication, if you are having a good communication, work on that as well. And do apply for different several jobs as well, because you never know kahan aapka jo hai na mauka lag jaye. Just keep your CV up to date all the time. Right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jasbia, once again. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.